makeup right now. Ready? Let's go. For the base, I'm going to use this Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. So I'm going to take a couple of drops on the back of my hand. 1, 2, 3, around 5 drops. I'm going to mix in this ampule from Celomax. It's their Noni ampule. Because it's winter and I want my skin to not be dry. 1 drop. So it looks kind of crazy now, but we're just gonna blend that all in. I'm just gonna take this puff from iNiimi and I'm gonna blend it in. Then I'm gonna use their concealer, their pot concealer. Using my ring finger, I'm gonna apply that under my eyes. Now, I'm going to use a more thicker concealer to cover up the spots. This is from IT Cosmetics. It's their Bye Bye Under Eye. Then I'm going to highlight the bridge of my nose. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and because I want to focus more on the glitter for the eye makeup, I'm going to use a simple base shadow. I'm just going to use Salted Caramel and put that all over the lid. And then I'm going to focus more of the shadow on the outer V. Also going to apply it to the lower lash line. I'm also gonna put the shadow closer to my lash line so you can see the color more. So I'm gonna line my lid with the dark shadow. I'm just gonna take Triple Fudge on a liner brush, and I'm gonna start lining my eye by creating a small wing on the outer, then slowly dragging that in. In the middle, I'm gonna push my lashes up and try to fill in my waterline. Then I'm gonna fill in the inner corner. So that's what it looks like. When I use shadow, it looks more softer and not as harsh. And then I'm gonna take this single glitter shadow from Wet n Wild. I'm just gonna use my finger for this since it's more simple. I'm only gonna try to put a little bit because I only want to show a little bit. So I'm gonna just lightly tap the glitter. So it's like that. Only try to put a little bit, just so it's like, how should I describe it? Frail, like a souffle. I don't know. I also put it above my eyelid so you can still see it. Then I'm going to take a really small sponge applicator and only put that in the middle of the lower lash line. I'm going to draw a line under my eyes. Then I'm going to draw a winged line. This is at Queen New York's waterproof pen eyeliner in deep brown. And I'm going to go with the same eyeliner brush. I'm going to put on mascara. First, I'm going to curl my eyelashes. For mascara, I'm going to use this Hairline mascara. It's the long and curl one in the dark brown color. Face the brush vertically and start brushing it like that. I'm kind of clumping the lashes together. And then I'm gonna apply some only to the middle lower lash line. I'm not gonna do much with my brows. I'm just gonna brush them out. And then we're gonna do some contour. This is from Peri Pera. It's their V shading in Hazel Gray. I'm going in with the middle shade. I'm gonna start from my eyebrows and start contouring my nose. I'm gonna go with a bigger brush and contour the sides of my face. Oh, what is that? Just look straight ahead. You can kind of tell where you can contour. And then a little bit on the forehead. But the forehead doesn't really matter for me. Then for blush, I'm gonna use this one from DCE. It's #Rose Beige. I'm using this e.l.f. brush. It is my favorite brush. I would probably get a ton more of these. So first, I'm gonna use this. Then I'm gonna go in with a highlighter brush. It's a lot more thinner, as you can see. And then I'm gonna concentrate that in the middle. For the lips, I'm first gonna put on this Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. It's super pretty because it has little glitter specks in it, so I really think it adds to the snowflake look. Oh, it's right here. And then over that, I'm gonna use a lip tint from 3CE. It's their Velvet Lip Tint in #Daffodil. I'm just gonna apply that to the middle. Finally, I'm gonna apply some highlighter. This is MAC Soft and Gentle. Prettiest shade ever. I'm gonna apply it to inner corners. That kind of just pulls the eye makeup together. And on the Cupid's bow. We're done. My fingers are so long. I hope you guys liked that video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye!